G'day folks, my name's Chris Nitzo, I'm from Oz Cyclone Chasers, and it's important that I let you know early that we are making some big changes to Oz Cyclone Chasers starting from July 1 this year. Cyclone chasing and documenting costs a lot of money, and at the moment we have no business sponsorship and we are not making enough money to be able to document these things around Australia. So we've had to take a step here of introducing a subscription-based service for further in-depth information. Now, it's important before I go into this in a little bit more detail that you understand that everything that we've been providing on social media updates will continue free of charge. Everything we've been providing through video updates will continue free of charge, as it always has. But next year, we're going to require an introduction of a more formal sponsorship or membership to Oz Cyclone Chasers. And in response to that, so our membership will include a 4 gig OCC USB stick, an OCC keyring, an OCC bumper sticker. More importantly, I guess for most people, it's going to include free exclusive access to in-depth weather and cyclone analysis videos. It's going to include free access to live Q&A sessions with me and possibly some of the other members of the team and possibly some meteorologists at the time of extreme weather events and during chases. And it's going to possibly include some new products and services. I say possibly because those haven't been decided just yet. So folks, as for the current updates, what has been happening over the past 2 years is that we have had a lot of feedback suggesting that those updates go for too long. So 20 to 25 minutes is a long time for a video update. Those video updates also take me anywhere from 2 to 4 hours to produce. So in response to that, we've now shortened the video updates to between 4 and 8 minutes, which according to our YouTube statistics, once we've had a look at and a deep analysis of those statistics, most people watch a video update for anywhere from 4 to 8 minutes. So we're cutting out the why, and we're cutting out the ensemble modeling. So all of that stuff is out. We're not going to talk about that stuff in the video updates. All the video updates will talk about is basic information of what is expected to happen, where it's expected to happen. There will be no why it's expected to happen. There will be no all the different possible ranges of scenarios. However, the subscription-based service will include new videos that will be state by state and will include things like what is happening across the state, why it's happening, what are the possible ranges of scenarios, what could and couldn't happen. And most importantly, following video updates, our new website and our redesigned website will allow subscribers to quickly chat with me about something that might be happening or things that might be happening in their neck of the woods, and I will be able to then send them files or send them snapshots, images, whatever it might be, to help them understand what could be happening in their neck of the woods. Now that's something we don't provide right now, and that's something that we will be providing. So I guess the membership is geared more towards enthusiasts, more towards people that want to learn about the why, and people that just basically want to support Oz Cyclone Chasers in a more formal manner. We have had to take this step, and we really have had to because we just simply cannot make the funds to make our business viable, remembering that our primary purpose is to document tropical cyclones, and at the moment the only amount of funds that we're getting is going to allow us to document tropical cyclones from Queensland. The other reason is that we need good equipment when we're going into these, and at the moment we've got semi-professional hobbyist type equipment, and we need to be getting better equipment to get inside these things and get real data out of them. So far we've had a lot of issues with weather stations going down, not communicating, all sorts of rubbish happening because we're not using top quality equipment. We are using not substandard, but more around the hobbyist type equipment levels. We thought of a range of other options like crowdfunding and things like that, but those things we don't have the huge reach and interest to get people interested enough and to support that enough to create enough funds to do this thing. So we've decided against crowdfunding, and because we've had very little support from overall businesses, despite the fact that a lot of businesses use our information, we thought that this might be a way of shoring up that support without having to go to individual businesses and ask them for sponsorship, which we've done the past 2 years to very little success. So folks, over the next couple of weeks, I'd like you to have a look at the freely available updates that we'll be posting that will go from between 4 and 8 minutes. They'll give you a basic overview, and then have a look at the more in-depth information and see if that's beneficial to you or your business. If it is, we would love your support. when the time comes on July 1 to subscribe. Now, the subscription-based service at this stage is somewhere between $20 and $50, probably closer to the lower end of that mark, but that still hasn't been set in stone. And the subscription will be for 12 months. Remembering, of course, that we are still committed to providing you with all the free information that you're going to need to be safe and to be prepared for any potential cyclone threats on the Australian coastline well and truly in advance of them happening. So that's always going to be free, and that's always going to be publicly available, because that's our primary purpose to the public. But our primary role as a business is to document tropical cyclones, and at the moment we're not financial enough to do so. Therefore, we will be moving into this subscription service for those that would like it. So check it out, and if you do like it, we'll see you next season in the subscription part of our website. If it's not your cup of tea, then by all means stick with us as a free general public member. Oh, because our subscription videos also will be going into a lot more depth, we'll be creating a tutorial series to let you know what a lot of the terms that we'll be using actually mean. So things like wind shear, things like upper level divergence, things that we talk about during tropical cyclones, things like convergence, all of those will be put into little tutorial videos for you over the next 12 months, 12 to 18 months. And so you can actually have a look at exactly what we mean by those things. Because the general public updates won't really include those features and terms, we won't be putting them up for general public consumption. Alright folks, thanks very much, and we'll talk again soon.